You get to spend so much time with him.
I do, a lot too much time, actually.
Yeah, right. You should get away more. I wanted to mention something. We've bumped into each other a couple of times over the years. We both travel in those same circles.
Heady circles.
Yeah. Let's pretend, anyway.
Yeah.
I usually accost you as you're trying to get a cab. Mr. Martin! But I wanted to bring up that when I was in high school, I like to talk to people about how they impacted my lives. I think you ruined a lot of relationships for men in high school. Let me explain why. Women found you really funny, and they would do impressions of you. Late 70s, Steve Martin.
Yeah,
and I don't know if anybody else had this experience, but I was going out, I had this huge crush on somebody, drop dead gorgeous. I started going out with her, and the first date, she started doing Wild and Crazy Guy.
Yeah.
And she would imitate you.
It's kind of like being with a drunk. In a way. Don't do that.
She was also a drunk, which I should bring up. But it ruined everything and made me sexually attracted to you.
Well, we should go on a blind date then. No, we couldn't have gone on a blind date.
Yeah.
I don't go on blind dates.
You don't go on blind dates?
No, I do not.
Why is
they
that?
don't work. They don't work because I've understood that when you go on a blind date, someone comes to you with a list of qualities, and they say, I really want you to meet so-and-so. She's attractive, she's smart, she's funny, she's kind. But if you look at the list of qualities of people you've actually been in love with in your life, it's like she's cruel, she treats you mean, she says bad things about you in public, she's nasty. But if someone came to you with that list,
right,
you wouldn't go out with them.
No. You'd never
someone I want you to meet. She's nasty. She's, oh, my type.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah.
We should talk about the we should talk about the book because you've gotten great critical raves for this book, which is a nice thing.
Thanks. It's quite actually a kind of a poignant story of an older man and a young woman who have an affair, a relationship for a couple of years, and it's kind of an interior look at their lives. It's slightly comic. It's poignant.
Right. Are there people who
kind of gives you the interior life of a relationship, kind of what the man is thinking, what the woman is thinking.
Right. Are there people who, because you're so well known yourself, a lot of times the author is anonymous or you don't really know who the author is, are there people that think, is this main character, this man, this middle-aged man, is this Steve Martin? Is this
there's a lot of people who are thinking I'm the young woman. No, it's kind of a pastiche of experiences that I've had, many people that other people have had that I've talked to, people I've known.
Right.
You're in it.
I did notice.
You're the villain.
The villain. Yes.
You're the book guy. The serious book guy.
Yes. The nerdy evil redhead who comes in at the end and saves the day. Do you have? I also you did a. I understand you did what all authors have to do these days in this age, which is you have to do a book on tape.
The audiobook. Well, I love audiobooks. I love audiobooks.
Do you listen to a lot of them?
I do, because I drive around. And I did but the book came out and it started selling quite rapidly, and they're not prepared to have the book on tape out, so I had to rush to do the book on tape, and we just actually finished it. It was kind of a hurried job, though.
And you're a busy guy. It must be hard to squeeze in.
It was busy, so we did manage to squeeze. You want to hear some of it?
Yeah, let's hear some of the book on tape. I think that'd be fun.
Rather than read from the book, we can do the book on tape.
Okay. Could we do that, please? Let's hear a little bit of the book on tape, Steve Martin narrating Shop Girl.
Mirabelle begins the nightmare of holiday travel with a phone call from Ray wishing her well, and a black sedan he sent to take her to the airport. Even flying at these inhuman hours, the sedan was the last thing to give them. She transfers at JFK and finds herself aboard a prop plane that sits on the... No! Get off there! Bad dog! Bad dog! She sits on the runway a full hour before takeoff. On descent to Montpellier, the plane bounces through a snowstorm and scares even the... Hello? What do you... I'm doing my book... Hang on. Mirabelle has to comfort the 26... What do you want? I told you not to call me. I told you to call my agent for that. You called my agent. All right. Goodbye, Mom. 6'4" footballer who sits next to her and who quakes with every engine downshift and every crank.
Obligatory toilet on the way out. Very nice. Nicely done.
The toilet is not obligatory. We put it there on purpose.
Here's a law. Shop Girl is available everywhere, and I recommend you read
Not
it.
everywhere, no.
Yes.
At bookstores.
Only at bookstores
Yeah,
now.
right.
Wow, what went wrong?